It's a balance to all of that shit. It was always currency is what the frequency, your energy. It's a transfer of energy.
Speed warning.
But it is what it is, though. Look, it is what it is. If you can only afford to eat grass off the fucking goddamn front yard, nigga, then it is what it is. Don't look at me and cry and shit like that when you need something, you know? Like, that's all I gotta say. It's crazy. Everybody problem. But one of the things when nobody's aligned, the sun gets in. This shit right here, wow. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Oh, why am I laughing at this? This is crazy. Hey, the old nigga said, look, the sun coming up. He said, I can't afford to shrivel up like that. So they sent a little girl out there. They sent this. This is so messed up.
You just playing on
look, he rolled her up, bro. He rolled her up like a backwood. He rolled her up like a backwoods. Look at her.
Some came to me. So they said it's solar flash. Everybody's thinking about a huge
Speed warning.
a huge layer of light just flashing through. But dark is not when light is dark. What do you think this eclipse is? The great solar flash. Because and they're looking for total darkness. It's gonna be total darkness. And guess what? Everything that is original shifts and grows and evolves in the darkness. So that few minutes of darkness is literally going to bring forth completely different reality in this realm.
Speed warning.
And these beings are going to be extremely scared of what's getting ready to take place. Primordial brothers and sisters. So a great solar flash is not going to be a huge ball of light energy just coming through the land. It's literally going to be dark energy. It's going to be darkness, which is the eclipse. This eclipse is going to be the great solar flash.
Speed warning. State border ahead. Crossing border. Entering Indiana.
Sitting in this fucking chair, I'm definitely not gonna be following and recording. Yeah, I feel me like put the fire emojis if you on board with me, or you gonna be put the camera emoji if you gonna follow with the camera. Put the fire emoji if you gonna get your ass out here. Let's be real.
Go get your ass up.
And then the nigga turned up. Then you gonna break my TV? I have to find that boy, whip his ass or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
perfect your script, it takes time. But if you know, you know.
We appreciate you. You'll be CJ after I ain't following that shit.
So everyone's going celestial here, false prophet. Let's go to prophecy real quick.
False prophet.
Somebody put the camera in. No, y'all not.
Everything is changing. In a short time, everything will
Speed
change.
warning.
The good years are almost done. 2 more good years, and everything will change. War is coming. War to America. A violent civil war that is already rising. Soon it will break out in the open.
So in 2022, there'd be 2 more good years, and around 2024, we break out into a civil
Crossing
war.
border. Entering Ohio.
Back in Texas, at the border.
That you on that side?
Calling for all of these states to send their national guard to Texas.
That
warning.
paper cut on the line view?
Next, there will be scandals among the high and the mighty. So I saw a row of thrones seated in high position.
In 2022, she descriptively described the scandal that TV Jakes would land himself in today with Diddy and those $3
Speed warning.
in great detail. Seems almost like Black Million.
And so I continue.
Something weird's coming, y'all.
The Lord burns as a fire pit.
Be prepared on the eclipse day.
Nation, all my fury burns. The wrath of the Lord consumes the mountains of Babylon.
In 2021, she called the great burning up of America that we saw. Remember over Canada, over the United States, there's still wildfires everywhere, and even
Which United States in the last 3 months, and there's so much more I have to put in here.
All of the farms and stuff that was burning up, processed farms were burning up. Wonder why all of those
I
burned.
continue. I have commanded my sanctified ones, the Russians, and they will rise against you in the end days, and they will strike you with a fury unbecoming because of all the sins you have committed under heaven.
in 2022, she literally called the rise of Russia, the rush of BRICS, possibly even the destruction of America. Then in 2024, calendar for Russia shows them at our capital. You don't say.
And there are inhabitants in the sky, as you have heard in this prophecy, and they will be announcing themselves, and they will be coming forward when the time is right, when the timing of these things favors them.
In 2016, she said that the aliens would eventually expose themselves if time was right. When 2020 started, the government started giving us information about the entities living in the clouds. Isaiah 25, verse 5 says that God will bring low in the last days the strangers, the terrible ones, the Aris that live in the branch of the clouds. So with everyone going on a false prophet, made me investigate, because the prophets of old were all unalive. The Jews did not believe in Jesus, and the story continues, right? I've never walked celestial or the master voice of prophecy. I just started digging into it, and I approached God's throne twice on this simply in the last 2 days. I would never confirm a prophet of God without first obtaining the permission from God himself, because I fear the Lord. All these videos coming out that are attacking celestial right now, I never hear them say, I approached God, I sought God for the answer. That's a huge problem. Anyways, her prophecies have been true, biblically accurate. She preaches repent, fear the Lord, and abstain from evil, and tells us what's coming. And it's literally been coming. You know, if you're really for Jesus, he said they will hate you like they hated me, like they also hate my Father. So most of the modern church is not going to accept the prophets, or even the true preachers or apostles for that matter. So 2 days ago, I inquired to God about celestial. I said, God, is she of you? Is she of your spirit of me? And I prayed the verses in the very next. The godless destroy their neighbors, just escape. In correct translation, King James says, a hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Let the Lord be your reassurance. And let
outside of this never.
In 2 miles, keep to the right on I-74 East to US 52 East I-275 North. Speed warning.
For all of you who have never seen the opening of a portal, I recommend that you watch this one. On the 8th of April, this eclipse is the opening of a portal, and the elites do not want to deceive. So
Speed
for
warning.
them, stay outside and witness it. Witness reality for a change. It is what it is. Do not let them scare you into staying inside. What's happening is they do not want you to see them. So stay outside and witness it for yourself so you can tell the next generation what really took place. The elites are the one, they are scared, totally afraid, because they know what will be coming through this portal to Earth. This is the most serious time for them, because they now need to accept the reality of war. It is either they surrender or war. Fellow humans, from the looks of things, they are not planning on surrendering. However, I wish them all the luck. Okay? We are now under the rule of Queen.
In a quarter mile, keep to the right on I-74 East to US 52 East I-275 North. Speed
So be
warning.
patient, human. This planet is under serious reconstruction, upgrading. Stay outside of their military. They are only setting you up to get killed. Secure yourself and your family. Be born again to enjoy the future, which is the new Earth. Love and light to us. Love and light.
How can he not announce it? Because as Planet X comes closer and closer to the Earth, eventually it's going to come very close. It's going to be as large as the full moon, and it's going to grab the Great Atlantic Rift and pull it up. And people don't realize that the continents are granite and they float on the magma core. So they're just floating there. So the Great Atlantic Rift is a line of mountains right down the center of the Atlantic Ocean from Iceland to Antarctica. There's an upwelling of magma right there. And as the North Pole, Planet X is aligned with the Sun, as Planet X is aligned with the Sun and the North Pole is pointed at the Earth, it's every day when the Atlantic Ocean faces the Sun, the Atlantic Rift gets pulled down towards Planet X, and then as the Earth continues to turn, it gets released, because when the North Pole of Earth starts going towards the North Pole of Planet X, then it gets pushed back. But so eventually what's going to happen is Planet X is going to grab the crust. It's going to be close enough that the crust will stop turning with the core. So nothing changes the core, and nothing changes the North Pole of Earth enough. But what's going to happen is Planet X is trying to go by, and the day it goes by, it's going to grab the crust and slide it up over the North Pole. And then when it let go of it, the new North Pole is going to be the Eastern Tropical, crushing the Earth with all these rocks that meteor over Russia.
So you're talking catastrophe here.
Absolute catastrophe. The roiling of the magma deep in the core of the Earth is causing these quakes and these other shifts. The north end of South America is going to move to the west. The north end of Africa is going to move to the east. The Atlantic is going to get wider, but it's narrower. So there's all these things. And the data sets.
I know what some of y'all thinking, like, oh, I can swim. Look, it ain't about being able to swim with that. They said 600-foot waves. How y'all feel about that? But I think any type of catastrophe happen like this, man, look, it's pretty much, it's not one of those things where you're gonna even want to be in a bunker, because all these you see these millionaires are building bunkers. Look, I can show y'all a video. Look on my Instagram. I had a video when they shot a rocket from SpaceX shot a rocket. They didn't announce it on the right day either. They shot this mug off. You can see it sliding against the the firmament. You can see it. It came right over my grill. I got a great video of it. You know what I'm saying? I was just putting it online to see if y'all knew what it was. You know, I had a funny question on there, but
In a half mile,
see it.
keep to
They're
the
trying to
left
get
on
out of this.
I-275
Elon
North.
is trying to get his ass out of here, y'all. That shows that he does not give a damn about the bunker. The bunker is the last resort. The bunker is like, man, look.
In a quarter
The
mile,
bunker ain't
keep to
gonna
the
work, because
left on
imagine the earth is
I-275
shaking
North.
and moving and stuff like that, right? It's gonna, bro, you're gonna be canned meat in there. Y'all gonna be sardines in that joint, bro. Y'all gonna be smushed meat in there. Like, I don't get it. I'd rather be trying to figure out, I'd rather be on top. You know what I'm saying? Not with the waves and shit. Water, it's over for you. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, you stay by the water and that shit happen? I see you in the next lifetime. You feel me? It's over. That body right there gone.
Exit
But yeah,
31,
I'd rather be
Ronald
trying
Reagan
to see
Highway,
where the ground
Blue
gonna
Rock
open up
Road.
at, you know what I'm saying? So I can avoid it type shit. But I mean, it is what it is, man. That's why it ain't no plan for nothing like that. Not really.
Then there was an event calendar, and 7 was preliminary earth changes, 8 was massive social change, and 9 was worldwide volcanoes, earthquakes, and sinkings. So I was out there taking pictures of the full moon, and when I was playing the back of my computer, I realized that in 2 consecutive pictures, I hadn't moved my hands at all. There's a table.
Are you one of those black people and everything type? Nah, but we've been in most of this shit. We did, and you know it.
Up on top of the mountain.
But no, not everything. Who cares though?
And there's the full moon. And in the second picture, the moon is moved to the right, not up. Now, if you think about it, everything, the moon, the stars, the sun, all rise in the east, go up to the midheaven, and then set in the west. And here I got 2 pictures of the moon, and between the 2 pictures, the moon moves sideways.
How'd that happen?
That is one of the most remarkable pictures. Now, I've gone out and watched Sirius rising and Orion rising in the east, and then I go back 20 minutes later, and all of a sudden it's like 45 degrees further south, but it isn't any higher in the sky. Now, why would that be? That's because every single day, Planet X pulls the magnetic bar of the Great Atlantic Rift down towards it, and then as the Earth continues to shift and the Atlantic no longer faces the sun, then the North Pole, which doesn't like the North Pole of Planet X, pushes the North Pole of the Earth back. So you get these wobbles, and what you get is this jump.
My question is, are you one of those white people that ask weird questions about stupid shit? You just can't have regular conversations. Like, we've been on this earth long enough with each other. Like, what more fucking questions do you have about stupid shit? I'm sorry, I had to get that out of here.
Gigantic loops in the jet stream. So normally the jet stream moves from west to east, but now if you notice these weather maps, you know,
In a quarter
and why
mile,
wouldn't you
T,
want to speak to
exit
so everybody's
31,
more interested in the weather than ever
Highway,
because it's
New
really
Rock
going to be
Road,
life or
speed
death.
warning.
And what you get is these giant arcs of cold air coming down from the Arctic. And 30 miles to the east, you've got this giant arc of tropical air coming up from the Caribbean.
Speed
And
limit
you've got this
reduced to
clash of fronts that makes these gigantic storms. But if anybody thinks I'm making this stuff up, I mean, go do a search in Wyoming. Dick Cheney tried to get the Wyoming legislature, and he only failed by a few votes, to buy a
Continue
used
on this
aircraft
road for
carrier.
12
Now, what
miles.
in the hell would Wyoming use?
There's no water there, is there?
Well, that's the thing. You know, if your KC said that Omaha was going to be the greatest seaport in North America after bullshit, that's the chance to have President
Speed
repeat.
warning.
During the solar eclipse, and it freaked him out, so he got the fuck out of there. Because in order to be a part of a ritual like that, you have to know the words to say. You have to know the practices. You have to know everything about what is going on in order for the ritual to work. Now, I am going to show you and explain to you exactly what the Cabal's plan is. And I'm telling you, if you're someone who scares easily, do not watch this without someone or before you go to bed. And if you don't know what man I'm talking about, the man that everyone has seen wearing a crown of thorns and saying that they were going to kill him April 12th of 2024, 4 days after. Now I'm going to show you what 412, what scripture is attached to that in the Bible. But first, let's get to the evil cabal. So that place that he was talking about is actually more than what he knows. It's more than what a lot of people know. The deity that they are worshiping, Moloch, is the deity of sacrifice, because I cannot say it. Moloch the owl is an ancient Egyptian deity that was worshipped, and they would kill at his feet. What they showed him was what they needed to do in order to pass off the karmic energy. So the higher-ups and the elite tried to transfer all their karmic debt and karmic energy to the innocent, the most innocent. And who are the most innocent in the world? That man witnessed firsthand what was supposed to be done in a massive operation. There were supposed to be multiple that were taken to that place. So you all know that the solar eclipse is supposed to come April 8th of 2024. You have seen people talking about it, saying that the energy is going to be so high, and it's going to be the first eclipse of solar totality since 2017 that has the most ever people watching it in our generation. Remember how I told you that total solar eclipse will be the judge of the elites, and that the Vatican would be judged, Catholicism will be judged, false prophets, everyone will be judged. You think they were going to be judged and not try to fight back? You think they don't know what's coming? Mind you, people from the Vatican are the type of people that go to. Those are the type of people, not Hollywood superstars. People that have the longest bloodlines in the world go there. They tried to initiate him into something bigger. They tried to show.
Talking about Ryan Garcia, you know, what did he call himself? King Ryan Garcia. What was wearing on his head? A crown of what? Horns, right?
Speed warning.
That's what Ryan's been doing lately. So think about the correlation between there. What did Ryan say they was going to try to do to him? Type shit.
Him something bigger, and it's not because of who he is. It's because of his bloodline. I guarantee you, those people know something about him he probably doesn't even know about himself. In ancient Mayan culture, it was known that during a total solar eclipse, they took a false king and they used that king and held him captive while the real king was put away, and they killed the fake king after the total solar eclipse because he was said to have been to understand that he during the total solar eclipse. So while everyone is looking up, the cabal day of judgment upon themselves with the most evil anyone has ever felt. That is what is going on. That is what that man is showing. He's showing it, and he failed the test because God knows who his people are. Because I know you guys are like, well, what? I see you guys, and you just can't put it together. And I'm telling you, y'all need to follow and listen to me because I've been talking about this for probably 2 months now. Like he has given us his word to lead us and to guide us and to direct us. Not only is he giving us his word to do that work as if it's outside of us, he has given us his word to penetrate the depths of who we are and transform us from the inside out. Hebrew 4:12. Or if you don't believe me about the solar eclipse and the substitute king, yeah, the Assyrians did it.
The people of Russia. Today, сегодня.
I told y'all this years ago, like a year ago, about Putin having all this access to these things that they were going to bring into the light. I told y'all that they was going to do the disclosure before they did the disclosure. All of this shit, man. These people talk about this inside of certain walls and certain places that, like I said, you'll never have access to. You know, I've had clearances and all this other shit, like top secret security clearance, like to be exact. It's crazy, man. Like it sounds crazy when you're like one of the few people that know certain shit. You just like, and I think it's the reason why they didn't bring me around certain things is because I can really pick up on what's going on around me. I'm very sensitive to energy. I'm very sensitive to people's intentions around me. You know, that's how I avoid a lot of things, bro. Like I can, my sensory is just on point and shit. And look, man, y'all have to take a deep breath. There's a lot of shit in the world that you just don't know about. That's crazy. That's why we talk about this stuff in these videos. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to get you to look at, you know, trying to open your minds up. Because a lot of people are so narrow-minded about information. You need to look at everything to find the truth. Everything. If you don't believe the Bible, you still should read it because it has valuable gems in there, and it'll lead you to the proper places to find your information. To get the truth, we have to go beyond the Bibles and all that other stuff. It's good to read the Bibles, but we have to go beyond that too as well. I'm not hating on anybody's information. I don't care what you believe in. If you worship trees, it is what it is. Nigga, like, hug the tree and be happy. Nigga, like, who cares? But look, yeah, we got 10,000 people in the stream tonight. Look, I think we just broke a record for real, because we'll be approaching, what, like 11,000 pretty soon? That's dope. I appreciate y'all. Share this video. Yeah, smash that like button. We should have 10,000 likes. Let's make this tonight. 10,000 likes. We got 10,000 people here. I appreciate y'all.
Not only our understanding of history, but also the path forward for our great nation. In an extraordinary discovery, hidden beneath centuries of law, figures of biblical proportions, characters that many have read about, debated, stories. This revelation, this undeniable truth, stands before us not as a contradiction to our faith, but as a testimony to the diversity and unity that faith embodies. As your president, I see this moment not as a challenge to beliefs, but as an opportunity, a wider, more inclusive understanding of history and spirituality. In its rich tapestry
In
of cultures,
1.5 miles,
traditions,
keep to the left on
is uniquely
I-275.
positioned to lead the world into this new era of understanding and acceptance. Let us proclaim our nation under the guidance of Black Jesus, a figure who represents not just the cornerstone of Christian faith, but also a symbol of the universal values of love, compassion, and brotherhood. This Black Jesus, whose likeness and history have been unveiled from the oldest vault, is a message to us all that divinity knows no color, that spiritual truth transcends race, and that our common humanity binds us more tightly than our differences divide us. This discovery reminds us that history is not just the story of those who wield power, but also
In a half mile,
of those
keep to the left on I-275 and then keep to the right at 0.5
It
miles.
challenges us to re-examine what we know, to question our assumptions, and to open our
In
hearts
a
to
quarter
the broader
mile, keep to the left on I-275 and then keep to the right at 0.5
As we embark
miles.
on this journey of discovery and understanding, let us do so with open minds and compassionate hearts. Let us build a nation that truly reflects the teachings of the Black Jesus. A nation that's for all, regardless of race or creed.
In a quarter mile, keep to the right on I-75
Putin know what
north.
he's doing too. Putin know, you racist motherfuckers in the United States? Okay. Alright, we about to make shit worse for y'all. Because one thing we know is these motherfuckers here, they ain't having that shit though. Like, they already started TikToks about this. Like, it doesn't matter. All of a sudden, that shit don't matter. That shit crazy as hell. But look, that shit crazy. Like, when that shit happens, but we already know how it go. We should go ahead and sue them about the Passion of the Christ and all that shit too, right? Since they want to sue about Cleopatra and shit like that. Like, come stop the bullshit. But look, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's take this serious. You know what he doing, right? He was saving this shit. It's what a Kawiki think he started to release this shit at this time because he knows that what were we talking about? Civil War. They got movies coming out. Civil War. They got Civil War with the X-Men and all that other type of shit too. The X-Men, the solar eclipse is forming what? An X over what? Us. Judge who? You feel me? Look, filling those gaps. You already know what we're talking about. You already know who the people is, but at the same time, you know that motherfuckers in office here, them old motherfuckers, it's not us.
Continue on this road
Because a
for
lot of us don't
26
care.
miles.
Right? We should. It's dumb as hell. But they ain't gonna be able to goddamn say, yeah, they're right. The United States is not ever gonna they're not ever gonna say that shit. So you know they're gonna have to be taken by what? But you already know what I'm talking about. Don't fall for it.
Speed warning.
You know what I'm saying?
Biggest case of deja vu since my spiritual awakening and maybe in my life. This movie just came out today, March the 12th, called Jonah.
Hey,
it's about a biracial.
Hey, Putin, he acting like 50 Cent over there. Like he doing the Diddy right now. Oh, believe me, we're gonna get on some Diddy shit probably tomorrow though. I'm gonna get right with Diddy, bro. No. Pause. We gotta say pause about everybody. This
kid named Jonah who gets abducted by aliens as a child. When people come to question Jonah, he says, I wasn't abducted, I was awakened by the extraterrestrial. I won't spoil the movie, but the year 2025. I had dreams about this movie 4 years ago about it. Didn't know it was coming out today. And all my life, all I wanted to do was go home. Also, everybody keeps telling me about the solar eclipse in Jonah, Texas that goes through all those cities of Nineveh. I'm not too sure what's going to happen to me soon, but something's about to go down.
Come and take a trip with me to infinity and beyond.
A place where time is folded
Speed
and the
warning.
past, present, and future is one. Dark matter and the infinity of space.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna call it. Should I call the video tomorrow? No Diddy. Yo, maybe.
Unified as the all.
Yeah, I better watch that shit if I do.
Speed warning.
The origin of the fifth dimensional Elohim with their soul body DNA being able to absorb the dark matter gamma radiation strategically created to help the Elohim gain the knowledge of the ages. To observe and to create this third dimension to perceive from the outside.
Speed warning.
Propelling our consciousness into the seventh dimension, increasing our knowledge forevermore. Bound by space and time, the containment of the God particle, the soul body DNA. The mission is to gain the ultimate understanding of your emotional constructs, so that one day that power returns to you, and the all-man awakens your soul body DNA. To travel the multiverse without any universal restrictions, free to create whatever your heart and mind desires. Images and emotions are the language of the fifth dimension. This is why meditation is highly important, so that way God can focus on his creation. We are the sleeping giants, the children born into forgetfulness, the children of the all-man, and the children of the black sun. One day we will travel to infinity.
That's actually real. It's a real thing.
What's your name, honey?
I'm Joe. I teach middle school band. Go for it. Today started out as the best day of my life.
Back here tonight, first show's at 7.
Yes! Woohoo! You know what that's gonna say, Joe?
Must have been sudden for you.
Is that the moon, right? He chose not to go. He fell back through dimensions.
No, it's the great before. This is where new souls get their personalities, quirks, and interests before they go to Earth.
Meet 22. Well, I wanna go to Earth. Don't do this. I don't wanna.
About Earth, and I don't want anything to do with it.
You're missing out on the joys of life, like pizza. I can't smell. We can't taste either.
All that stuff is in your body.
No smell, no taste.
Or touch. See?
Okay, I get it. Wow, it's my life.
Is all this living really worth dying for?
They don't want to go to work.
My county's a single one of them. The count's off.
They want to stay here.
Recycling, soul energy, wiping your
They
memory.
don't want to go to work. This consciousness wants to stay here, stay in this body, never get older, continually experience the highest of high experiences, and go on. I being killed before. You don't get a full life review. Everything is wrong with this whole system setup. You're supposed to have a life review. The way they've perverted it, inverted it, they set up a system. They'll throw us through a machine, traps, stores the soul, erases the memory completely, and then throws you back into basically the same situation you just came from again, with the same people, just with different clothes. You move in circles with the same people.
But some souls pretty much advanced
You can bypass and leave.
and progress in the next life. So it means this doesn't work perfectly.
Nothing works perfectly. That's why they're losing control. There's volunteer. I would class myself and yourself volunteer consciousness. Specifically came down here to try and change the paradigm, to try and get this information out so that we can
not have to be looking like this. Not
actual camera. Depends on where you're at to see this thing too as well. So you can't see it from everywhere.
Ample in it, so there's not trickery. I'm not going to turn away. Walk out.
Who's shitting? You know what I'm like, what?
This door, slow as can be, without cutting away.
Video.
Hey, come on out here so you can see this place right now.
Oh, it's her.
See it again. Without cutting away.
I don't think she washed her hands.
Yeah, you out here too. Look at the face. You see it?
She ain't washed her hands.
All right. There it is. I had to cut away. Hold up. Turn on
This light?
hold up. Here we go. Zoom in.
She better not touch no light switch.
Zoom in. Zoom it. There it is. We can see it on the camera. Y'all see it?
See, but I'm mad, bro. I'm sorry. I was just supposed to be watching this. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize to y'all. Shit like that made me mad. Like, that's how you fuck everybody else up. Everybody else won't be sore and shit because you touching light switches. You just use the bathroom and shit like that. That's crazy, bro. You don't care about everybody else. Like, that was a terrible people. I was deployed before, and I had a terrible experience because these nasty people wouldn't wash their hands, and the chow hall was right across the street from the bathroom. They would not wash it. I would see the people walk straight out the bathroom from boo-booing, going right across there and grabbing food and stuff, not washing their hands. And I got sick, and I was exploding from everywhere, yo, for like 3 days, man. I lost like 10 pounds. It was crazy.
There it is. That's it right there. And I'm trying to be still. Yeah. It's got cracks in it. It's looking down. Yeah, it looks angry. It's looking down at us right now. And we zoom out. And we zoom out. Yeah, he's looking. And
said germs aren't real? Shit. Whatever.
And I think I got this laid down. It's full moon. Full moon. What's today's date? 24? There he is, see? And that moon itself looks off. Yeah. Say, a lot of people say it's stuck in the firmament. I'm gonna zoom back out without taking my eyes off this moon. That's what it looks like. Some people say it's stuck in the firmament in the water. These I don't even, yeah, it's definitely a male face. There's the moon again. I'm gonna zoom up closer. It is. Yep. Now y'all see this, right? I'm not moving a lot. This is not an app. Once again, we caught it. Should go outside on the full moon and catch this thing.
That shit crazy, right?
Catch that thing. Catch it. That's it.
Cody, go outside with your camera,
see,
zoom in on
see
the
if we can
moon,
get the town
and see if you can see
to
that
catch
face
this
by
face.
the moon. Take your camera and zoom
And
in
that's
on
it.
the full moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stay out here all night. You know what? I should go live. I should go live. Yeah, I can't go live with this camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here. Yeah. Well, running from it ain't gonna do anything. All right.
Damn, so right. He ain't running from no shit like that. He broke through here. He want to eat some shit. He's gonna get ate.
But we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. We were able to shatter that hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you. It's got about 18 million cracks in it. I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think.
Elon is trying to crack that motherfucker.
It was in the sky itself. The show, however, was not without consequences.
We got 11,000 people. I appreciate y'all.
What do you think it was
Smash the like button.
a dome with 18 million cracks in it?
Listen.
Trumpets.
Whoa! Seems like
around the world.
Let's give you something to think about.
Somewhere between 1780 and 1815, we experienced nuclear war. And it is likely not the first time in the world, which resulted in a nuclear winter in 1816. A year without summer. The Anglo-Saxons called it 1800 and froze to death. Here are some screenshots from Google Earth. Photos of nuclear craters in the territories such as Belarus. Such craters are easy to find. White traces around craters are broken limestone, the basic material of that time. To visualize the damage, search in Google Roger Fenton Crimea or James Robertson Crimea and see the pictures. And you will see the photos of these first war photographers that were sent to Crimea in 1853 after the nuclear war to take pictures of the siege of Sevastopol. Compare vegetation then and today. This is an example of a photo of Sevastopol until of limestone. For cutting ewes were used advanced machines to make perfect parallel pipettes. Here are some photos of a house in Crimea. All the houses in all cities of old USSR are covered in clay for 3 or 4 meters. All houses that are deep 4 meters and have such good quality. It takes 200 years. During the Soviet era, such masonry of limestone is considered to be very good. This is Eski Kerman. Illiterate guides will tell you that this is one of the cave cities of Crimea where people lived. And when I asked about this track, I was told that this track was done by cartwheels of local nobility. Whole other forests of the planet were laid down by blast waves.
The CIA declassified a document which they had produced in 1957. A section within the document mentions the existence of the Tartarian civilization. In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten. Let us be frank, was to be falsified in order to eliminate references to the Great Russian aggressions and to hide facts of the real centre of Tartar-Russian relations.
The last 1816, destruction of the Great Tartary, more than 100 craters were Maryland. Russia were completely destroyed. The maximum Russia were...
Alright, let's get it.
Always watch what your enemy is doing. That gives you signs of what they're up to, what's about to come. And this eclipse is a sign. But do keep in mind that they are also trying to deceive you. Put catastrophic event on. In fact, they could be causing greater catastrophic events. Hear me in the spirit and read between the holy lines. Never have I seen an eclipse coming, causing so many things to change and so many warnings to come out. You know, eclipses are a sign from the Most High. Like I said, they are a sign from the Most High. He gave them to us to understand the times and the seasons. However, remember now, the enemy will come in to distract you and to change the times and the seasons. So ironically, the U.S. government will be on recess for the next 3 to 6 weeks. Interesting. Do understand that many of us have been given words to prepare, to stock up, to have this, to have that, to take off work. Some of us have not been those types of warnings, and we know why. So I need you to understand something, and you have to listen very carefully. If you do not have the Ruach, the spirit of mother, wisdom, rooted and grounded in your soul, you won't hear her speak words of wisdom to you. All of us on earth are part of 3 harvests. The harvests are mentioned in the scriptures, and I need you to go do the research and the study to understand them.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if you do research on that, you gonna understand. Like, some people can be a part of a different harvest. That means it's gonna be some shit gonna happen, and you gonna get your ass paid. No diddy.
There are 3 harvests that many of us, or all of us, are a part of. One of the 3. The first harvest is called the barley harvest. This is the inner court, the first fruit, those who will receive their garments first, those who will receive transformation first into a glorified body. This first fruit harvest are the ones that are considered to be part of the first resurrection. They are the ones that will lead and guide you through the great tribulatory time. They are the Moses, the Elijahs, the Enochs, the Noahs, the ones that are going to lead you if you are part of the second Exodus. They're the ones that's going to provide for you manna.
Some of y'all missing the point. Some of this is not about religion. It's about the mess. The problem with a lot of folks that can't see what's going on because you can't see past your own bullshit, your own biases. You know, like, it is what it is, though. I don't hate people for believing what they want to believe. That's why people fuck with me, because I'm not one to judge. We all have our own opinions and stuff, right? We all have our different ways of coping and getting through things. So you shouldn't be on here because it's not going your way. You acting like a child or a baby. We could be friends in real life if you like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
From on high, they're the ones into the second harvest, which is harvest. During the process of the wheat harvest, the wheat is being separated from the tare. The wheat also has to go through a period of threshing. The wheat has to endure. Those in the wheat harvest are probably those who are the word to prepare, to hunker down. Then finally, there is the grape harvest. The grape harvest are the unbelievers, neither justified by faith nor sanctified. They are the ones that will be crushed.
In a half mile, keep to the left on I-75 north. Speed warning.
If you are not part of the barley nor the wheat harvest, and you are part of the harvest, these are your last warnings to get right.
The left on I-75 north.
Come to know who the source, the provider, the wisdom, the mother, and the son.
In 1.5 miles,
who they are.
take exit 44, OH735, Miamisburg Centerville, Miamisburg Centerville Road.
So if you are part of the great harvest,
speed warning.
This is a warning. You will be crushed and plucked. And we are here to give you
and plucked. You get it and plucked. Your ass gonna get 8. No diddy.
Warning and warnings upon warnings of the things that are going to happen upon this earth. So the barley harvest and the wheat harvest. The wheat harvest is the church. The barley harvest is the bride. They are
In a half mile, take exit
body.
44, OH 725, Miamisburg Central,
So with all the things that they have going on,
turn left at
all
0.3
the
miles.
warnings,
Speed warning.
do understand that Satan has something up his sleeve. And you need the holy Ruach, the wisdom of Mother, in you to hear instructions on where
0.2 miles,
and
turn left on
to do.
Miamisburg Centerville Road, OH 725.
About as detailed as I can give you.
And look, so people like, oh, false prophet. She's a false prophet. Look, ain't nobody no prophet to me. I got I got everything that I need right here, bro. Like, nobody's forcing you to believe anything. And you saying false prophets, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. But what she is saying is, if you would educate yourself though, whoever saying that shit, you understand that that's already written. So she's not just prophesizing, she's actually, it came from a book, nigga. Some of y'all can't comprehend, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You feel me? You just can't comprehend, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why I explain this shit to you. That's already written.
In 3 miles, turn right on
You gonna be
North
one of
First
those
Street,
niggas that's gonna
OH
get your ass
725.
ate sideways like the number infinity. You feel me? Like, that shit crazy as hell. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all got something from this. Hey, this was one of those ones, you know, like y'all said that my live videos weren't long enough. Sometimes, you know, they was only like 45 minutes or whatever, maybe an hour. But y'all hung in here for this one, man. We got 11,000 people in this joint. 11,200 people in this joint. Everybody slash that like button, man. Share this with your friends and families and stuff, and see what everybody has to think about it. You know what I'm saying? But look, at the end of the day, we don't force anybody to believe anything, and that's what everybody should, you know, we should practice that. You know, that's why a lot of y'all niggas are stressed out, because you want everybody to agree with you. They don't have to agree with you. And just because somebody don't agree with you don't mean that you have to, you know, fight with these motherfuckers. Now, if they disrespect you, you gotta do. You feel me? Step out of line, then you do what you gotta do. But if somebody disagree with you, we're too grown for that. You don't need to be fighting because somebody, oh, you call him God, and I call him this, and I call him the tree, and I call him frog. Like, nigga, who cares, bro? What you call him? Because at the end of the day, a lot of you people that love to judge, you know what's crazy about this is, you're gonna go speak to the creator at some point.
Man, that's bullshit, all these fucking red lights, can't you?
Sanctified as a motherfucker, knowing you was down here doing some bullshit. Complete bullshit, right? If that's what you're doing, right? And you're gonna do all my I read the Bible every day, man. You're gonna get me crazy. Keep telling you this, I'm gonna eat myself. And guess what? We have a great relationship.
I wish I could get 11,000 people on a live stream.
I'm new to this area, having transferred here from the Shenandoah Valley. My wife and I have been married for 3 years now, and we're expecting our first child in about a month. I was born in Tennessee, but my family moved to Virginia when I was young. I've always loved the woods and animals, so naturally I wanted to go into wildlife management or conservation. I enlisted in the Army right out of high school and joined their conservation program there. After 4 years of service, I got out with an honorable discharge and applied at several national parks across the country before being accepted here in Tennessee. My wife is also originally from Tennessee. She grew up on a farm just outside of Knoxville before moving to Virginia after high school, where she met me at a bar one night while celebrating her 21st birthday with her friends. She's not as outdoorsy as me, though. She prefers staying inside and reading books or watching TV shows, rather than going on hikes or camping like me. Like I said, I was still fairly new to working at the park, so I'm still trying to get used to the area. I received a call that someone near one of the backcountry sites was injured. I headed over there, and about 15 minutes later, I arrived to see a woman sitting on the ground and her leg was bleeding. She was grabbing it in pain. I asked her, "Are you okay?" It was just a normal night in New Hampshire. I was on this long hiking trip, right? And that night I was trekking up Mount Monadnock. I'm not much for spirituality, but there's something about those starry nights that just, I don't know, brings peace maybe. To be honest, I wasn't there for the hiking. Just needed to escape the city noise and lights. Out there in the wild, it was just me and the indifferent majesty of nature. Peaceful. Yeah, that's the right word for it. So it was one of those nights, and I had just reached the summit of Monadnock. I remember just standing there, blown away by the beauty of the night sky. The wind was moving slightly, and the moonlight turned everything silver. After setting up camp, I took a 5-minute walk and then just sat down with my notebook. There's something about writing down your thoughts in the middle of nowhere. But just as I was about to start writing, this weird noise came from the trees below. It wasn't the type of noise you'd expect in the forest. Not an owl or a fox, but something different. It was a low, eerie sound, a sort of rumbling growl. I got up, looking towards the source of the disturbance, but saw nothing. I first thought it was a big animal, like a wolf or bear, but the sound didn't fit. Then the smell hit me. The smell hit me hard. Rotten. It's like my stomach knew it before my nose did. My insides tightened. Without thinking, I stepped back, like something was pulling me away from that awful smell. I had this chill come all over me, and I started heading back to camp. I just knew in my heart that whatever was making that noise and awful smell was coming closer. I remember cursing at my decision to camp alone. Right then, all that peaceful nature stuff seemed pretty overrated. As I got up to move, a silhouette shifted in the trees below. Large, unnaturally so, much larger than any local fauna. It kind of looked human, but not really, like not normal human. And the pair of yellow eyes glinting in the dark. Well, that was a turning point for me. That was the point where the hair on the back of my neck declared a full-fledged standoff with gravity. But the worst was far from over. This was just the beginning. The full nightmare. The way those yellow eyes caught the moonlight, it felt like something from a nightmare. The fact that I couldn't see what was behind the eyes made things even worse. The trees hid it too well, almost as if the night itself was covering it up. It felt like the air around me had hardened, swallowing sounds and my courage. I was so scared, just staring into those silent eyes. I could hardly swallow. Seconds turned to minutes, and all I could do was stare back at what was staring at me. This reptilian-like creature, a hulking form, some freak combination of man and dinosaur. Every part of me was yelling to run, to get as far away from this nightmare creature as fast as I could. But my legs, they wouldn't answer. It stayed there at the tree line, just watching me with those unblinking yellow eyes, on a head that was like a dinosaur's. The fear kept building up, squeezing my chest tighter. This was no mere scare. I was 100% terrified. It felt like I was losing my mind. What came next is hazy, and perhaps mercifully so. The monster, realizing that I had seen it, let out a noise. There's no sound I've heard that even compares.
Here I am going to a dark-ass spot.
But there was something more to it, something I couldn't understand. It reverberated in the night, hanging in the cool air like an echo from another time. I don't remember turning, or deciding to run, or the stumble over the rocks that sent me sprawling across the jagged terrain. I just ran, driven by pure instinct to get away from it. I didn't stop running until I could breathe again, and by then, the sun was coming up. I had managed to make it back to my car, sweaty, dirty, and scared, but alive. That day, the drive back to the city was both excruciatingly long and terrifyingly short. Could I have been seeing things, or was it just a big animal? That's what kept reeling through my head. But I know what I saw, and the thing seemed aware. I've tried to forget, I've tried. But those eyes, brutal and calculating, they haunt me even now. I see the wild differently now. What used to be peaceful silence now seems creepy in the dark. I definitely don't want to see those eyes again, but even the quiet of the city bothers me now. It reminds me too much of that night, of those eyes hiding in the dark. If there are things like those hidden in the wilderness, then we all should be a little more cautious venturing into the wild. I was walking on the Appalachian Trail, the sun peeking through the leaves. This part of Virginia, with its twisted roots and endless green, was my escape. It was the summer of 2015, and the forest was teeming with life. I've always been a nature lover, at peace with the wind rustling the trees and animals darting about. I made this journey to the woods often, not just for the love of nature, but for more practical reasons. I was a gatherer. I taught myself about different plants and herbs and their traditional medicinal uses. I love them all, from St. John's wort to ginseng. I found it satisfying to work with nature, using natural remedies instead of synthetic ones. On this particular day, the morning sun was just beginning to warm the damp, dew-covered forest floor. The thick canopy of leaves overhead created patches of shade, casting the woods in a stunning array of lights and darks. I took a deep breath, loving the tranquility and the smells of earth, leaves, and a hint of decaying wood. As I walked deeper into the woods, my basket in hand, my eyes scanned the scenery. Look.
That's it for the story. Still playing through my headset. I am tired. Get my flashlight because it's really dark out there. I get my phone. Is that you still on here? My son. What did I do with my key? What if I zoom in on the moon? Will we see that face? Let's try it. I don't think I can zoom far enough. Where the fuck did it go? As far as I can zoom, I don't see no face. Flashlight, what the fuck I got my key? I ain't got enough hands. Come on, one door. That's the part I hate, where I'm stuck outside between two locked vehicles. It's a little spooky out here. Fucking key won't unlock my door. Well, for one reason, that's not my truck key. How'd that key unlock my other door? That key that I had in my keychain, it unlocked the Freightliner. The key to my semi unlocked my passenger door. Man, it's cold in here. Freaking ice on my windshield. It'll take a long time for my heat to get warm. I don't run out of washer fluid. Just turn it back to ice. I know that my heat ain't warm enough yet to keep that thawed out. And it's supposed to be 70 degrees today. Ain't gonna make it. I drive fast, hoping my damn heat will warm up quicker. It only works on 5. Bigfoot stuff out in front of me. Yeah, there was 2 people on this live stream, and one of them wasn't me, because I was playing YouTube on my other phone. You could hear it on this one. So 2 people stayed on there all the way till I got almost to the parking space. Did you notice that? I'm gonna start live streaming a whole lot though. Well, until my hotspot runs out. Getting ready to turn this off because I don't want a cop to see me holding this camera up. Zoomed in on the moon. I bet you can do it with your camera because it was a high-powered zoom camera. And he says you zoom in on the moon, and you, when it's a full moon, and you can see the face stuck down beside the moon. It fucking freaked me out to see that in real life. Got to slow down to 30 up here. radar sign gonna light up on the right side up here. Tells how fast you're going. You know, Amy's in the mindset that if you do the speed limit, you're going to get pulled over. I'm like, no, you're not. She thinks it's more to look like you're not speeding or something if you're going like 32 or 33 or 35. I'm like, no, that's how you get pulled over. See, it says I'm doing 26. And right there's the library to the right and the police station. West Carrollton Police Station's right there, right beside it. Where it says Civic Center. Going to video all the way to my house. There goes a cop the other way. Hope he didn't see me with my phone up. And I don't got no seatbelt on. I don't see him turning around nowhere. I just hope I can catch all these lights green. Put the heat down on the feet now. Got to keep my hotspot on until I get to the house. Until my streaming phone connects to Wi-Fi, so it don't mess up the video. I swear it looks more crisp looking through my phone at the road than it does looking through my windshield at the road. It's clearer looking through the phone. Every now and then I get lucky and catch all these lights green. Sometimes one will catch you, the one at the bottom of the hill on the other side. The last light. There's another, I knew it. There's another police station if you turn left right here, right down at the bottom of the hill. There's another, is Marine Police. Fucking light. I don't know about the cop going up beside me or not. It is not. And you see that? I rolled up and activated that light. People don't believe you can do that, but you can. Roll your tires up on the white strip, on that white line, and it activates the light. Now this one should turn green before I get to it. Maybe not. Yep, it's gonna turn green right here in a second, right now. It's cold out, man. There's frost on the car, ice on the windshield. All the rest of my windows are still iced up. gotta turn my cameras off before I get there, because it'll make it go off on Amy's phone and wake her up. And we're back to 2 people again. Well, you know, what's up? Now we're down to 0. What the hell? Went from 2 to nothing. Yeah, it showed 2 people, then it went down to 0. The live stream going down, when I turned it off, it said it had 12 viewers on there. I don't think that thing counts right. Alright, YouTube, whoever that one person is that's on there, which I know who it is, good night, my family, I love you. I'm stopping the video, because I don't want to record all the way to my house to show everybody where I live. Peace out, love you.